information, Mike. Wind at 320 degrees at 6, temperature 53, altimeter 3000.
People like you, organizations like RampCheck, I love you guys.
4, 5, 6, gotta be down, ready now. You are clear for takeoff runway 21 left. Winds are calm. Stand by for the retrans on uniform. It's showtime.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream. I'm Tony.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Ryan.
What's up, brothers?
Good evening.
Happy 2024 to you, brothers.
God, I know. Buckle up.
You as well.
It's so weird. It's almost like having Ryan right next to me.
I know.
Well, son of a bitch, he is.
See,
Look.
we're actually here. We're not, it's not fake.
That's right.
No.
That's right. Hey, Brett Johnson already checking in. What up, bros?
Wow, that was quick. Hey,
I know.
What's up, Brett? Thanks for joining on so quickly.
Yeah.
It's almost like you were anticipating it.
It's almost like you got the alert on your phone as I did.
Right. Yes. And the anticipation. Absolutely. I've been like chomping at the bit.
Yes.
To get going again. Couple more Florida Afterburner images. What's up, guys? How are you? Thanks for joining in tonight. And Lil Hess, aka Preppy235. New year and already lots of, oh my God, you're right.
That's right. That is so true. And by the way, little Hess, you and your dad and everybody were invited to our New Year's Eve party, which turned out to be a blast. But
Yeah, missed
you
out.
guys couldn't make it. Your dad texted me, sorry, but thanks for the invite. That's right. And I also want to mention too, those of you that are watching the live stream on Instagram, because we are live streaming again.
Woohoo!
Seems like those bugs have been fixed. The only thing is you still can't comment and put it on screen on our live stream. So I kind of have to, monitor Instagram a little separated. But
That's totally
anyway,
fine.
we have a few people on. Just want to say hi. If you want to join in on the conversation, we can put your comments on screen. Head on over to our YouTube page. Basically, just RampCheck Global. You can find us there in our live streams. And hey, we'd love to have you there. You can also comment through Facebook too. So anyway.
Facebook are the comments working through X/Twitter yet?
I don't. That one I don't know the answer
If you're
to.
watching us on Twitter, try and send us a message. We'll see if it comes through.
There you go.
A few more here. Let's see. Buff Images, yo oh.
yo ho yo. Yes.
That's awesome. We got Wadman checking in. Tony, the shirt stays on this video. He must have seen the
what's he talking about?
he must have seen the TikTok that we did on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah. Aaron, are you going to
now
show
I get
that
it.
tonight? Do you have that?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks.
We'll get that over quickly. And so that maybe we can forget about it fairly quickly after.
Whatever. It was quick. Taz, what up, fellas?
Cool.
Hey, good to have you on. Appreciate that tonight. Appreciate you watching. Happy
What's
New
up,
Year,
Taz?
brother.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, man. Yes, indeed.
24.
Apparently, Big Hess didn't let Lil Hess know about the invite.
Yeah.
He said-
Yeah. Well, it figures. Busted.
Yep, exactly. Let's see. Hi, guys. Tonight, doing this YouTube, and gotta say, I'm ready to get bayoed.
What's bayoed? I'm just kidding.
Speaking of bayo, let's see. Right there. Look at that. Zoom in on this.
Zoom in on this,
Zoom in
eh?
on this, eh?
Yeah.
Do you see my new
Zoom in on this.
thank you.
Well, off my shoulder here, that's also Bayo on that.
Yes. So I've
that
got
print right
I've got
there.
Bayo
Also,
up there now.
over my shoulder is Bayo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm
We
here
got
with Tony.
Bayo.
Okay, we've taken care of Joe plenty. There we go.
Yes,
All
we
right.
have. So yeah, by the way, brand new studio here at the Tony Rumfollow
Yeah,
Restaurant.
just at your place.
I'll show you guys around a little bit, but AvGeek Joe as well. Also, guys, any news on Unsafe Skies, Utah? I don't know if we have any recent.
So
updates.
the only news I have in the aviation circles that I'm a part of, spotter groups and whatever, is apparently some of the neighbors of those Safe Sky Utah peoples have shunned them. So good for the neighbors.
No, not good, but good.
Well, yeah, because the majority of their neighbors are active military anyway.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, they don't want to be associated with it. They
Right.
want to be unhappy about it. Let them be unhappy. It's a free country, but
That's
you
right.
also have to be able to receive the consequence of your actions. So
Exactly.
whatever.
We do have an episode titled "You're Entitled to Your Opinion, Even If You Sound Like a Dumbass." You can check out that audio episode from a little while ago. Buff Images,
Yes.
Happy New Year's, fellers! Happy New Year's to you. God damn it!
Yeah, I got a lot of
Absolutely.
action
I know,
right out
right?
of the gate.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
Well,
Yeah.
Taz. By the way, in the comments, just throw up any, not throw up. Send us any of your New Year's resolutions. That'd be fine.
Yeah, there probably was plenty of throwing up on New Year's Eve, maybe.
Yes, there was.
Depends on how much alcohol was involved or not. But really quickly, Jacob Warai checking in, yo, on
How
Instagram.
are you?
Cool.
Let's see here. And then Claudio Sahar. Hey guys, how you doing? I've recently joined. What are you talking about? Oh
Yes.
God, just stay tuned and you'll see we got a bunch of stuff.
And
Obviously,
everything.
Oh yeah.
A lot tonight.
24 so far is
See what's
turned out to be pretty crazy.
Um,
But anyway,
Oh, sorry. You got him.
go ahead. Yeah,
Happy
go ahead and finish.
show. Awesome. I always want Afterburner aimed right at me. That's getting
Nice. I can,
That's right.
if you want,
Oh,
I
what?
can read a couple.
Oh, you want to
too.
read some?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. And then Maddox Volk, which that seems like a new name.
First timer. Hey,
new
man.
35 demo pilot. I don't know. Maybe we'll touch on that a little tonight. I don't know if you guys have heard anything.
No, so they haven't had the official announcement yet, but there is somebody else in the cockpit flying practices.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Matter
All
of fact, there is a demo scheduled tomorrow, but unfortunately, we'll all three be working.
Oh,
yeah.
Aaron's
Yeah.
going to join us down here in southern Utah tomorrow.
Yeah, but anyway, so we won't catch that tomorrow, but I'm sure they will soon.
Right. And then
Um,
Florida Afterburner Images, prayers to the man himself, Windy City spotter Joe. And
Yes.
we will talk about that a little more in detail. So stay tuned about that. But yes, definitely agree with you there. But I think Aaron's put together a little something for that a little bit later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We can get to that whenever y'all would like. Fred Valela. God, I always butcher it at first. But anyway, he checks in on Instagram. Happy New Year's, boys. Well, happy New Year's to you, Fred. That's awesome. Thank you for watching on Instagram. So cool. All right. Well,
Buff Images, new year, new me, better ingredients. No, it's not Papa John's. Papa Tony's.
Papa Tony.
Anyway,
Papa Tony.
And Maddox Volk. By the way, thanks for joining us,
Yes.
Maddox. We're happy to have you. Is it Maddox Volk? Where are you? Where are you watching from tonight? Or
Yeah.
this morning, depending on where in the world you are. We'd sure love to hear it. So, also, by the way, I have new internet, which is
hopefully Tony won't have that shit internet.
I know, right? The lag, that that I used to have.
Yes.
Like right now, my internet's so awesome. The upload is
Awesome.
I said awesome.
It sounded like you said my internet's so awesome.
My internet's so awesome.
Well, my internet so awesome that I lost my hearing, and now I thought,
Ooh, here we go.
Checking in, Hank. What's up, man? Happy New Year.
Yes, Hank. Thank you.
And
He's in Utah, near Hill.
Near
nice.
Hill. Okay. All right. Awesome.
very awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys watching, and let's see.
What do we got here? Florida Afterburner. How many times has he upgraded his internet? A few, but probably this will be the last
Too
time,
many
right?
damn
Yeah.
times.
Apparently not enough. So
New-
hopefully this is it.
New house, new place. It's
Yeah.
nice. And I bet you're just excited
Yeah.
to be here.
So much to talk about. Oh, I want to show you around the new studio. Okay, you ready? Here, join me for a little show and tell. So here's the new office / studio. I know that R2D2 is not part of aviation, but he's just
Yeah, it's
cool.
Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got Hogs in the
Bye.
Stand. The book is sent to us by Buck Wyndham, who was a guest on the podcast a while back. Very cool.
Jacob Wareye says, "Y'all are so awesome. Cheers, boys."
Dude,
Thanks.
I did not say that.
Jacob.
Anyway, just kidding.
And
And
you have a okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's cool. Yeah,
Yep.
all the prints and from Sean Hampton art.
yep. And then we've got, the cool backlighting.
Oh, there you go.
Definitely.
The mood lighting.
Oh, whoops. I didn't show that one. It's not the one I meant to show. It was that one. Anyway. Oh, damn it. I gave it away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see. Aaron Love Bone Pick.
Yes. Look at that.
Yes, indeed.
That was actually the red flag that we were shooting at the end of the runway on base with Taz.
Oh,
when
yeah.
when he was on his Harley and everything, looking all badass. Remember that?
I remember that.
That was those bone launches
cool.
right over our heads, man. That was so
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta love it. I can't wait for Red Flag. I'm wearing my Red Flag hoodie.
I know. So supposedly, and I'll just jump in here real quick with Red Flag, but supposedly it's the last 2 weeks of January this year, not the last week and then into February.
Oh wow.
There's
happening a little earlier.
Yeah, so little odd. But what the hell?
Yeah.
Hank decided to rain on our parade a little bit. I deleted a pic like that, LOL. Why? Because it turned out that way? Aaron actually anyway.
This is like an art edit. It's printed on canvas, and it also almost kind of looks like a like an oil painting or something. It's kind of a cool effect, but
yeah,
man, no
that's
such
pretty
thing
cool.
as too much bone.
That's right. And Buff Images checking in again. I can't wait to see the participants. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Us as well.
Absolutely.
And what else we got here? From Claudio Salazar.
Cool.
Hey, how you doing? Hi again. I have changed to YouTube. I didn't notice that you had a YouTube channel, so now I'm a new sub.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, Claudio.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Make sure while you're at it, tickle that little notification bell, would you? Also share it with your friends and family. Thanks for joining us, man. We really appreciate it. Okay, lots to talk about.
Yes, let's do it.
Just a quick rundown. Damn, have you seen the video from that Japan Airlines A350 collision?
I did. Yeah, that's nuts.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's loud too.
We'll talk about that. We'll see some of the video. Here's something that was really interesting. So this just happened recently, a couple of days ago on Twitter. 231 military members and veterans. They sent an open letter to the United States, but actually sent it to the leaders of the U.S. military that are trying to destroy our military. We'll touch on that a little bit. Major airlines catching some shit over transportation of illegal and undocumented immigrants. I can't talk. It's the news.
Gosh.
It's okay, brother.
And also on this week's edition of Fuck Around and Find Out, you'll see what happens to a quote-unquote pronoun warrior when he, she, it, whatever the hell, acts like a complete entitled idiot at the airport. So that's all coming up tonight on the RampCheck podcast, Aviation podcast.
Aviation. There you go.
Ryan, yep. You'll never know what's going to happen.
You never know. Yes. Keep your shirt on, brother.
Yeah, I'm the one.
All right. So we've got our palate cleansing video. Let's see which one it is. Oh, wait. Hold on. Damn it. We got so excited talking to everybody. Oh, okay. Let's see. Airliners Live.
So, yeah. The palate cleansing video.
That's right. So where did it go? There it is. Okay.
See, it was the funny thing is I always like to give Tony shit, but the funny thing is Tony came up with the segment palate cleansing video, but he never has it queued up. So it's like it's so funny.
Well,
I love it.
I had it queued up before, but then anyway,
He does
whatever.
have a few windows up, so
Yeah.
I'll cut him some slack. I'm
let's see. Yeah, a couple here. We'll get to these comments here in a second. We'll show this video really quick.
Sure.
So Manchester Airport in England is like one of the best airports to catch these crazy landings, especially.
Oh, damn. That'll up the pucker factor.
That looks like flight sim, but this is actually real.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
well, he got it on the ground right in the center, didn't
He
he?
did, man. And then he kicked that rudder to straighten it out. Damn. That's
This
crazy.
was actually on Airliners Live on X. Anyway, that was Storm Kia. I don't know why they're naming all these storms now. At Manchester Airport. Incredible job by the Finnair pilot touching down. Yep, and I'm sure there were a lot of seats.
Yeah. It makes you wonder though if these pilots are like that experienced to where after it happens, they're like exhaling, or he's just like, just another crosswind landing.
I'm sure they tense up a bit, but the training and
Yeah.
the sim time and probably flying in and out of airports like that, gives them a lot of experience. It's kind of
Right.
like when you're like driving in the snow, where it's like the road feels a little weird, and you kind of clench the steering wheel a little bit more, and kind of take it a little bit easy.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I'd just be curious.
That Captain Sven, I believe, was his name.
Mhm.
There also on the internet surfaced some video of one of his earlier landings when he was training to be a pilot.
Mhm.
I guess he was a bush pilot in Alaska for a while. So check out this landing.
Cool. Very nice. There's no sound of this one, so
No, there's no
Damn,
sound. Take care.
I get to do the touchdown.
yeah.
This touchdown.
There we go. That was great.
That is some landing, dude. Just right on the riverbank.
I know. Look at that.
That's pretty badass.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it looks like there's a pretty major headwind.
Yeah, hell yeah. Those
Well, almost
man, look at the size of that wing with the flaps down and everything.
Man, I
It's
know.
like, damn, no wonder it can just sit there and hover.
That'd be crazy to be a bush pilot, man.
Yeah.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
and you're welcome. You don't have to pay for that amazing sound effect that you received on the video.
Let's see. We have any other sound effects? Anyway,
that was straight from the mouth,
Yep.
not the soundboard.
a couple comments before we get to our first story. Buff Images toaster / oven. Well, who's the toaster and who's the oven? Wait, what?
A350.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. Okay.
I don't know.
Avgeek Joe, screw the pronoun warriors. They can pout. We can get afterburned. Exactly. Oh, my
That's
God.
right. That's right.
Aviation _, or the _ aviation _ Tony, did you get into the safe skies? Not yet. Of course, I haven't checked. I don't have notifications on my and I can look right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Ryan, you want to read a couple more comments while,
I think so.
while I'm checking my Facebook to
Yeah,
see if I got on the group yet?
Avgeek Joe says hot fins. And what does Aviation Hunter say? Navy ISO right now yelling, wave off. Yeah, he's
Wave off.
like,
Yeah, right.
he didn't call the ball on that landing, did he? Sound effects are on point. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Well, what
Let's see. Fred on Instagram, on the Instagram live part, looking forward to seeing those new aggressors in the low level. Absolutely.
definitely, yeah.
That'd be awesome. We're gonna have to get out to do some of the low level this year, because we've never been out that way. Can you believe that shit? Like Star Wars Canyon and all those things. And hopefully we'll get some aggressors, a red flag. obviously doing some flex. Hopefully it's not a Dream 6 day, the days we're there.
I know.
Yeah.
The Dream 6 is whenever that happens.
Yes.
I also have another one for that too. Let's see where
But
One.
yeah, yawn. But anyway,
don't see the approval has come through yet, so I will
all right.
yeah, I'll find out. So let's see, where are we at? We got to get a few more comments here. Where do we get to, Ryan?
Yeah, we can just get on to the stories and just kind of do comments as we go.
Okay, we got a handful. Somebody wants
that's
to.
where we need to go.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. BH World. I don't know if I should read this.
Oh boy.
Did Tony find out yet he is the guy from Sandler's movie 8 Crazy Nights? Aaron, that's directed at you.
No, you can break the ice on that one. I'm not going to show him that. That's all you, BH.
Oh man! But seriously,
Oh,
you
serious.
guys
He has
going
a
to
serious
24
side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. It's moved up quite a bit, but we'll have to try to we'll have to try to figure that out.
Make it work.
Definitely. Matt the Man checking in. Can't wait to see some low levels. You and me both, brother. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Off Instagram Live, a couple. Yes, get out there. That's what Fred says. We definitely will. And then Jose.kpdx Aviation Photography. He says, "Hey guys, my birthday's on Sunday. I'll be 22."
Dude,
happy birthday Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of birthdays, you know what tomorrow is?
What?
The 1-year anniversary of the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream.
It's
really
crazy.
we went live stream.
Yeah, we started the first week in January.
Oh, right.
23.
Yes, we did.
Before that, it was all like pre-recorded and nothing live, nothing. I mean, we did a couple video tests, but nothing like this. So those of you who have been there since day one, we appreciate you watching, and the new ones, we hope you stay on. Eventually, we're going to get to some aviation stories.
We are right now.
But anyway, that's what's great. And for those of you that are new, that's our format. We're not like this, formal blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're just shooting the shit in a hangar at the airport or spotting out at Nellis or, whatever. That's what we love about it. But we also love to cover, aviation and pretty much anything and everything that has to do with aviation. And there's an aviation reporter. Some people might know who it is, John Ostrower. He's founded the Air Current. And you can follow him on X at John Ostrower. But one of his trademark signature quotes is, "There's always an aviation angle." And that couldn't be further from the truth. That is absolutely true.
Yep.
And
that's what we're here for.
That's what we like to cover.
And we've got 3 different angles.
Yeah, exactly.
Three brothers, 3 angles.
3 brothers, 3, and boy, do we, don't we?
Yes. All right. Well, let's get into our first story then.
Okay.
Tonight.
Yes. So our first story, and probably the biggest story of 2024 already.
Mm-hmm.
We're only 3 days in. Japan Airlines.
Man, this was wicked.
This was crazy.
Wicked,
so
yeah.
I'll show you this right now. So Japan Airlines flight JL516, an Airbus A350, has collided with a Coast Guard aircraft on the runway at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. The aircraft is on fire with rescue operations underway. Obviously, this is yesterday's post, but I mean, you got to check out just some of this video. I know you've got some too, Aaron, and you're going to show, but let's start this over here from the beginning. I've got a few.
Is the sound going to work on this? Because you can just hear that thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any sound on this
on the one I
but
watched, but
damn, look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, they might as well just bring that Dreamliner right back into the game.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
damn. You don't want to see that.
No.
Awful. He just kind of skids to a halt right there. Crazy. Wish I could understand what they were saying.
Holy shit.
Something like,
damn, look at that. That's all the debris from the Dash 8.
Yeah, that's what's left of the
which
Dash
we
8.
need to,
And
I
it's
guess,
dragging
describe
some
that's
other
what
stuff.
happened.
Yeah,
We haven't
so-
really mentioned it yet.
So yeah, and then here's another video that's actually from
Damn, look at that explosion.
They'll start it over.
So was that landing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So the A350 was on approach, and the Dash 8 that was operated by the, I don't know what the actual
Japanese
it was
Coast
the
Guard.
Japanese Coast Guard
Mhm.
was getting ready for departure, and that's damn. Look at that number one engine.
Yeah.
And that whole aircraft, dude, like there's some photos that we'll show, but it just completely burned.
Look at that. Oh, there was the impact.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The impact.
Here, let's see this. Okay, here comes the impact.
Oh,
Damn.
I want to back that up and see if I can back that up. I want to see the if you can see the Dash 8 right there.
oh, you can see some lights.
Yeah, you can see the lights.
right
but
there.
Interesting.
I guess
Oh,
we'll have to, get some enhanced video or some photos to see where the Dash 8 was exactly on the runway. But wow.
well, according to reports, of course, the A350 was landing, and the Dash 8 was told to hold short.
Yeah, I actually have the ATC transcript right here.
Okay.
I'll just
Yeah, I had it too, but I'll have you show it. So.
yeah. So I have it right here. Can you stop that video real quick?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, it
Yeah,
was
that's
just
more than I
it
want
was
to
coming
say.
through on my earphones.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
Do
loud.
that.
But anyway, so you can see here, this 174302 Tokyo Tower, Japan Airlines 516, spot 80, blah blah blah. So let's see here. So we have 516, runway 34 right, continue approach, and then he gives the wind, continue approach. Tower, I guess that's Delta, and then Tokyo. Let's see. Where is the? Okay, so here's the Japan Airlines 516 clear to land on runway 34 right.
Mhm.
Okay. And then okay, so right here, taxi to holding point C5. I think that's the Dash 8, if I remember. The JA722. I don't remember, but let's see here. It says right here in this X post, new details just released. Haneda air traffic control transcript points to failure by the crew of the Japan Coast Guard plane only moments before Japan Airlines 516 slammed into it. The damning new evidence shows the tower told Coast Guard JA722A. So yeah, that is that one. To
Correct.
taxi to spot Charlie 5 short of but not on runway 34 right. So it looks like the Dash 8, at least, all the evidence up till right now, it looks like it, was a runway incursion. They just didn't pay attention.
We're paying attention. It's just awful.
But let's see here. So here's another crazy video that I'll pull up. That I had. You can see this thing just burning.
Oh yeah.
Look at the, behind the number 2.
Still spinning.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
still running.
It's still spinning. That's why it's spitting out the sparks. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And you can see the foam starting to drip down from the crew behind it.
That's pretty scary and dangerous. That thing is still running while they're evacuating the aircraft.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do? The crew probably didn't even have any control of it anymore.
Well, yeah, I'm saying you've got to get off, but whoever is keeping from some dumb shit from wandering towards the engine, good job on them. So
Yeah. Yeah. And then here's a photo. There's where the accident happened, up on the top here at the approach end of the runway. Then you can see how far the A350 skidded and then skidded right off the side of the runway.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah, so
crazy.
damn.
Yeah. Aerial photos showing the position of the two aircraft in yesterday's collision at Haneda. Japan safety investigation team said that it has retrieved the flight and voice recorders of the Coast Guard plane, but had not yet found them from the A350. Yeah, and apparently, wasn't there 5 people on board that died on the Dash 8, and the only
5 out of
survivor,
6. Yes.
the survivor was the captain, or the pilot in command.
There's some irony for you right there.
And it makes sense. I mean, none of it makes sense, but the captain's on the left side. Collision happens here. He was the furthest away on that left side, and it just looks like the Dash 8 just got obliterated. But man, look what the fire did to that A350.
I know, it just engulfed that thing.
So I guess if anybody was wondering if carbon fiber can burn, there's your answer.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, and then there were no casualties on the
A350. Yeah, none, dude.
All passengers and crew were safely evacuated. I've got a couple more clips that I want to show as well.
Look at that. You can see the damage on the nose where it hit. And then, of course, along the number 1 engine, you can see like almost like a leading edge wing or the tail or something. Damn. Oh, you imagine being the crew on that A350 when you touch down, there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just seeing it a split second before you touch down.
Look at this. And a lot of people have been talking about how the crew, the flight attendants, were heroes in this and getting people evacuated quickly, and also making sure people weren't grabbing like all their damn luggage and
just get off the damn airplane.
And the people were smart in not doing so.
Right. Well, you saw how it burned. I mean, that those moments could have saved their lives.
Oh yeah.
You get engulfed in smoke and pass out or something, that might be it for you. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's there it is inside there.
Damn.
Inside the
back it up, just to back that video up a little bit, brother.
How far?
Probably about halfway. Check out the people that are coming off the slide.
Yeah,
Some of them were just cartwheeling.
We were laughing about
Keep going.
it.
Oh yeah.
Keep going back further.
They were just hitting the ground and cartwheeling.
Well, they're all ninjas over in Japan, man. They're like,
oh, there's one.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, someone's grandma.
Wow.
There went another one.
Yeah. Well,
thank God they're all safe.
Yeah, thank God. Wow. Unbelievable. That's sad. It's the very first oops, I went back too far. The very first loss of an A350.
Yep. That's too bad.
Oh yeah, look at it burning inside.
Yep. Check out this video right here. Let's see. This is from inside the aircraft.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Pretty sure somebody just said "what the fuck" in Japanese.
Yeah. Well, can you imagine what the impact would have felt like being inside the aircraft?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and another thing that this really shows is how almost like how over-engineered these aircraft are. I mean, for that A350 to not just break into a million pieces when it ran into another aircraft on its landing roll, probably still going over 150 knots or whatever the landing speed is.
Right.
Because, I mean, they hit pretty soon after they touched down.
Well, and none of the gear was ruptured. It stayed up on, and
the main gear was still up. They collapsed the nose gear, but I mean, God, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it just shows how well these aircraft manufacturers are making these aircraft these days. They're safer.
Right.
And who knows, maybe the carbon fiber fuselage, saved the passengers by allowing enough time for that fire to not burn
Burning
through
slower.
to get everybody while they
Right.
were, egressing the aircraft. So
Yep. Exactly.
yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of studying and a lot to learn from this accident, on not only how to evacuate an aircraft that's been severely damaged and on
Right.
fire, especially with that many people. I mean, it was almost 400 people on board that aircraft.
Damn.
And how the carbon fiber burns, and how it's going to be interesting to read some of the studies and the reports on this accident.
Yeah, it was a terrible accident. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. So
Yeah.
yes. All right, let's
so crazy.
before we move on to our next story, let's get a couple of chats in, shall we?
Oh yeah, sure.
Florida Afterburner Images can't make it to 24-1. I've already booked my flight for 24-2. Hope to see you all there if you can make it. Yes, we will definitely make it. Have Geek Joe? Awesome. Yeah.
There you
Let's
go.
see here. The Tony, you are never allowed on TikTok. Quit watching it. He's got it on repeat. Let's see. This is why you support your local flight attendants union. Yes, totally makes sense there. Claudio Salazar. I recently have looked more information about the accident of JL. I don't understand at all what happened. Some of you have a clear idea about it. So we just kind of, you sent this chat before we did the story.
Right.
So hopefully
hopefully it answered your question.
If you have any more questions, though, that's what that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's funny, this comment from BH World, this would be the only time Avnerd's not be commenting on the C3PO.
I know,
on the yellow C3PO jet that was on there.
I'm like, maybe it would be inappropriate while we're talking about people dying in a collision to talk about.
Yes.
But we did notice that, yes. So
Yes,
you're spot on there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Holy shit, something wrong. Yes, definitely.
Wrong accident, aviation.
Same region, but yeah.
From Claudio again. I'm sorry for my English skills, I'm sure. I actually watch you from Mexico. Awesome, dude. Well, thanks for watching.
Good.
Mexico,
all right.
Man.
Well, don't learn English from us, man. I can barely fucking speak it. So
yeah. If you learn English from us, you're gonna learn airplane. You're gonna learn fuck. You're gonna learn. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, we got to do this for mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
But yeah, no problem at all. We're just glad you're joining, and good luck on learning the English skills. Because we're definitely not going to be doing this show on Espanol. So
that is true.
Yeah, yes. Your English is probably better than our Espanol.
So Generazzi is saying no ASDE-X or similar in Haneda Tower. That's basically a hyper accurate representation of aircraft movements. I believe certain aircraft have that capacity inside the cockpit. I don't know if a Dash 8 would, but he also saw that the runway lights or the runway status lights were notamed in op. Well, that would be interesting.
Interesting. And so those of you that don't know, Generazzi is actually an airport ops guy at Dallas Fort Worth. So he actually deals with this shit all the time. Well, not A350s burning, but he deals with emergencies and, working, emergencies at the airports. But
Avgeek Joe saying, indeed, either evacuate or return to ashes. Yes,
that's right.
Definitely.
That's right.
Also says recorders should have survived the fire.
I thought I read something that they had already had one of the flight data recorded
for the Dash 8, but they haven't found it in the A350 yet.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha. Okay. Preston Nielsen, welcome to the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream. I don't know why, but I feel like if that happened in the U.S., people would have been grabbing their bags and shit. Yes.
Exactly. Well, it's because it's happened
right
before.
Yeah.
You remember that American 767-300 that caught fire, not by a collision, but one of the engines caught fire. I think it was in Chicago. Somebody might remember this, and they can, refresh our memories where. But I believe there was a bunch of people that were like calling off that plane with all kinds of luggage, and you're just like, for God's sakes, you can replace your luggage, but if you lose your life, people don't realize how fast you can go under by smoke inhalation, how fast the fire can consume once it breaks through that fuselage. I mean,
your lungs, you pass out.
it's pretty crazy. And I don't know if Ryan and Tony, I think Ryan may have, but you know, we've worked the ramp. We've gone through the fire training that they have at, you know, the major international airports, like the one at Salt Lake International. You know, they have that mock-up of the fuselage of the aircraft, the engines, and I mean, my God, it's crazy how intense that heat is and how fast it can actually spread. And they'll actually do a simulation of, you know, of an aircraft crash, and they light that whole thing up, and they show you how fast it can spread and how much, you know, foam and how, you know, how much water they need to put these things out. And it's I mean, it's
well, here's
crazy.
another thing too, all the different materials that are, you know, that the aircraft are made of.
Yeah.
Those things catch fire. That smoke can be
it's bad,
toxic.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not just like throwing logs on a fire. You've got all kinds of different materials that are going up in flames. So,
well, you know, you're sitting around at a campfire and the wind changes and gets you in the face. I mean, you like kind of cough. I mean, just from a damn, you know, campfire.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know?
I also want to point out, this might be a little controversial.
What?
Oh, here we go.
This was Japan Airlines. So I'm assuming that the majority of the people on board were Asian.
Probably.
Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese. So they're typically smaller statured. So you probably didn't have to climb over a bunch of obese people as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, Japan Airlines isn't giving up 2 seats for people that can't control their eating.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know,
take note, Southwest.
Yeah. No, they got out of there quick. I mean, it was pretty impressive to watch that video of them just basically throwing themselves down that slide and running away, but it's a good thing they did.
I think the loose translation of inclusive in Japanese is fuck off. I'm not sure, but it could be.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. Jetterazzi, that's the second new Airbus that has absolutely smoked something on a runway and stayed intact. Crazy.
Yeah. No, it just shows how well these aircraft are built these days. Oh yeah, sorry, save the lungs. Exactly. That's my point.
That's my point. Yep. Then Hunter, quote of the night: "Don't learn English from me. I can barely fucking speak it." Aaron. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Get the quote of the night.
Hold on. What's that? That one song by shit. It's I have the band name. I'll have to think about it, but one of their lines is "Damn my education because I can't find the words I need to say" or something like that. That's kind of, you know, how it is. I never really took it seriously, so it's like what the hell?
Trying to think.
I'll have to try to look it up. It's
all I can think of is that shit show performance from Green Day on New Year's Eve.
No. Oh my God. No.
Anyway,
they had their time. Now they're just idiots.
Yes, they did. All right, so let's see.
Jetterazzi, hold on. Going back to that. Yep, uncontained engine failure on takeoff. That was that 767 that burned. That I was talking about, that American.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so it burned to the ground from an uncontained engine. That's just crazy. Yeah. So, all right, our next story, a little more on a serious note. Well, I mean, the Japanese crash.
I was going to say,
it's
pretty serious.
Getting back to a serious note, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so you know how, if you're watching the podcast, if you've watched us for a while, you know that we are advocates for our United States military. We're in the United States. Yeah. We're in the state of Utah. And we have episode after episode after episode, with everything going on the last 3 years, we've been, oh, look, I'm lagging. What the hell? Where's my internet?
You are lagging. Oh, now I'm lagging.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, can you put the link in the private chat and I'll try to pull it up, and then
the
There
link.
goes Tony and Ryan's internet. Looks like it might.
Nah,
We're back.
Oh,
We're
there
back.
you go. There you go. There you go.
We're back. We're
You're
not
back.
okay. So anyway,
We are a live stream show, folks.
yes,
so.
we are. So over the last 3 years, what the United States government and military leadership, I'm not talking about our rank and file, airmen, seamen, soldiers, what would Marines be called?
Marines.
Okay, Marines.
The grunts on the ground.
I'm not talking about our rank and file people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the leadership that has done this. So there was a group.
And it is some of the leadership too. I think you should differentiate. It's not all the
say
leadership.
Yes.
Yeah.
The leadership that are buying into all the BS that's going on.
The TV generals.
Right. Exactly.
Like Millie.
TV generals. Yeah. Yeah. What's his name? The Secretary Lloyd Austin, or Mr. Double Mask Shield Austin.
Oh my God. He looked like Darth Vader, for Christ's sake.
I know.
No, he didn't. Darth Vader looked cooler than he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So this is a post on Twitter from @BradMiller1010. I just want to read this. At 4 a.m. Eastern today, a few minutes ago, this was yesterday, senior military leaders received an email with a letter attached called the Declaration of Military Accountability. Bless you, brother.
Thank you.
That was good for muting your mic, but I still heard it on this
Okay.
one. But that's okay. I know because I sent the email. I sent it on behalf of myself and 230 other signatories of the letter. The letter is not addressed to the military leaders, but rather to the American people. The email was merely to inform these military leaders that there is a group of troops and vets pledging to the American public that we will be doing, or that we will do everything lawfully. Notice how they said lawfully, within our power, to stop the willful destruction of our military by its own leadership. Let's take our country back in 2024. Amen. Let's begin by defending our military from its own leadership. You can find the body of the letter below. Soon we'll have it on a website where you can find it as well, along with the names of the 231 signatories. If you get a chance, read through this letter.
We should put a link to that.
Absolutely. But just so I love this paragraph right here. Whoops. What?
Sorry, but I have to put this on screen.
I need to see what.
I guess Tony didn't get new internet for Christmas.
BH, dude.
Sorry.
Anyway. So for General Milley, Admiral Grady, General McConville, Admiral Gilday, Admiral Lesher, General Brown, General Berger, General Smith, Vice Admiral Kilby, Vice Admiral Knoll, Vice Admiral Fuller, Lieutenant General Martin, Lieutenant General Davis, Edmondson, blah, 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 and numerous others. These individuals enabled lawlessness and the unwilling experimentation on service members. The moral and physical injuries they helped inflict are significant. They betrayed the trust of service members and the American people. Their action caused irreparable harm to the armed forces and the institutions for which we have fought and bled. I mean, you should read this whole thing.
Saying that all along. I'm glad these guys are, these people or this individual, Brad. I'm glad they're stepping up because, I mean, we wonder the same thing. I mean,
well, here's in my opinion, and when you go back and listen to our past episodes during all this that happened during 2020 and beyond, all the bullshit that happened, all the conspiracy theories that came true just miraculously, we've been, all three of us have been calling this shit out because you can just see it.
We've been right
from the get-go. And I don't say that to pat us on the back.
No,
I say that because it's amazing what happens when you're awake to what's going on. And I think personally, these military leaders, the bad apples within our government, the bad apples within, different world organizations, I think they overplayed their hand and it woke everybody the fuck up. And I don't think they're going to be able to pull the shit like they wanted to, or like they planned, like they did in 2020 and 2021. I think that shit is done. People don't trust anymore. And for good reason, because they overplayed their hand. They tried to take advantage. They pushed everybody to the brink to see how far they could go. And I think it backfired on them, and it woke everybody up. I mean, you're always going to get the stupid, sheep no matter what. But the fact is, a lot of people are awake to what's happened and what's going on. And yeah, I mean,
and it's about time that somebody did something about it too.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got we're going to talk about a story in a minute with the airlines.
Oh my God,
flying, immigrants, illegal immigrants, and not.
Yeah, they're illegal. They're not like the news says.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is I read a story that some of the military members are starting to speak out that they're being ordered to go and remove fences and remove barbed wire
Fuck this
shit. And like if you're in the military and you're ordered to do that and it's not the right thing to do, like I understand why guys like this are coming forward, because people are like you said, it woke people up to it messed with their health. It messed with their jobs, their livelihoods, how they make money. If
their free will, as far as like for their bodies.
I mean, there's a reason why, we're the United States for a reason. And we have things like the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, because countries that don't have those, that's what their militaries do. They order their people to do things, and they do it blindly without the freedom to choose. And it's pretty bad, but we'll get into that story here in a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And just as a reminder too, our military takes an oath to the Constitution of the United States.
I was just going to say,
people.
And it's no one person, it's no one party, it's no one organization. It is to the Constitution of the United States.
Right.
And I definitely hope, I know there's a lot of military members that know that, but for those that need to be reminded, let's hope that they are.
Well, I think a lot of military members too they're scared by the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which is basically the law of the military. And there's so many.
Well, it's been weaponized,
but there's so many different references to insubordination and not following orders and court martials and punishment and this and that. But I'll tell you what, there's got to be a point where I don't know how it happens. Maybe this is the beginning, and maybe this will get more people, because he did mention this was from military members and veterans, troops and veterans. So hopefully more and more people will see this. Now I put a link to that story or that thread on X in the chat. So if you guys want to check that out and follow this guy, he does say further down in the thread that it's going to be posted on a website, and that there will be a petition put up that you'll be able to sign as well. And I'm going to be right there. So
same.
Couple quick chats. AvGeek Joe, God bless America and protect our troops, and please pass the afterburner. Yes.
AvGeek Joe and his afterburner.
Yeah. Safe Skies, Utah Biz type. Utah is typing.
Typing.
And yes, Secretary of Defense is Lloyd Austin. So anyway, again, at Brad Miller 1010 on X. Give him a follow. Let's see how this plays out. Brad, we're with you. Thank you for having the balls and the courage, to you and the 230 other signatories that sent this letter. And by the way, it has a quote from John Adams. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. So, amen to that.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Oh, that's a John Adams.
Just say yes and we'll move on.
All right. Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see. So this brings us to our next story. And Ryan, I'll let you go ahead and we'll pull this up, and I'll let you go ahead and take the lead on this one. Let's see here.
Okay, while he's pulling that up, basically over the holiday, there was a lot of posts and a lot of stories about a lot of these people coming over the border. And when I say illegal immigrants, I just need to preface this by saying, like, look, I don't have a problem with people coming to our country trying to better their lives. So
yeah, hell, we are here. The Rumfollows are here because of legal immigration.
So exactly, and
Ellis Island, baby.
And I just want to say that because listen, when we talk in this story, I need our listeners, our watchers out there to know that most of these people that are coming through and coming over are like middle-aged men. Obviously, I feel
military-aged men.
For if there are women or children. Obviously, I feel terrible for especially the children.
I know.
So this is sad that they're being put in this position, but when it is by the hundreds of thousands, and over the last year we're reaching millions, you have to wonder if something is going on that's deliberate when most of them are like middle-aged men. But what happened over the break, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I don't need anyone saying that like I'm against immigrants coming to this country. No, I'm not. I'm all for law and order and people doing it the correct way. But this
legal with an L immigration
exactly
is how it needs to be.
And over the holidays, people were posting videos and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Because there's all these people that are bussing in and they were just like bypassing TSA and they were filling aircraft with people who just came over the border. And
yeah, it's like how are they going to get on an aircraft without the right ID? I actually read
exactly
that they were allowing their the copy of their arrest document as ID to get on an airplane.
Well,
can you fucking believe that? Can you imagine if one of us tried to do that? Oh, here's my parking ticket. Now I should be able to get on the aircraft.
So it's funny you should mention that because I want to show you this really quick, and we'll get this is all part of the story. I guess I need to make that larger.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't read any of that Ashley St. Clair's story.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We haven't done that yet, but
we're going to get there. So I was just explaining kind of like
sure.
segueing into our story and giving a little
sure.
So this is from a website titled Immigrants Rising, Transforming Lives Through Education. Okay, yeah, whatever. This has NGO written all over it. Anyway, so this says, introduction, traveling in the U.S. can be a complicated and stressful process for anyone, even more so if you're undocumented, exclamation point.
Oh, no shit. That's how it's supposed to be.
But it doesn't have to be complicated. Why is this written in English? If you're thinking of traveling as an undocumented person, with or without DACA, are curious about how to travel safely, read on, blah, blah, blah. This document is not intended to serve as legal advice, whatever. So domestic flights. All travelers flying on a domestic flight must present a valid, unexpired photo ID issued by the state or federal government. Undocumented individuals may use the following forms of ID accepted by TSA. So if you're an undocumented individual, why should any form of ID be accepted by the TSA?
I know. I don't get it.
You shouldn't be allowed on the fucking airplane. Excuse me. Hit the swear jar. Sorry. This pisses me off. But these are the following forms of ID accepted by TSA. Thank you. State photo identity card. Well, okay, so there are certain states where you can get a photo identity card as an undocumented person.
Okay.
State driver's license. Certain states, California, Illinois, sanctuary, whatever.
Probably New York.
Yep. Military ID. Not sure what military they're talking about. They're talking about the CCP, Army, maybe. Republican Guard. Anyway, foreign passport must be unexpired. Well, all these people dump their passports before they get to the American border, so they can be undocumented and get all, their free cell phone and their $20,000 or whatever it is they give them. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service Employment Authorization Card.
Say that 10 times fast.
Right? whatever the hell that is.
Why would they have that if they were
Right.
undocumented?
Exactly.
Just say yes and we'll move on.
Trusted traveler cards such as Nexus, Century, and Fast cards issued by the DHS. Not sure. Okay, I think this is what you were talking about, Aaron. Border crossing cards.
Oh my
What
God.
in the hell is a border crossing card?
Yeah, definitely.
Apparently, it's your free pass onto an airplane. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to read that list as well. But let's see. We'll get to this story from Ashley St. Clair. We'll let Ryan read this really quick. She need to pull it back up here. Let's see. So, certain members of Congress have actually kind of found out about this, and one in particular, Ryan's going to tell us.
Yeah,
about.
our man Matt Gaetz, which he's pretty awesome at battling the establishment. Anyway, he's called for Delta CEO Ed Bastian to answer to Congress on the transportation of non-resident migrants.
Ed Bastard.
Calling for Delta to answer very few simple questions. First, how many non-resident aliens has Delta Airlines transported on behalf of non-governmental organizations since January 20th of 2021? So this goes back before maybe people were noticing.
Yep.
How do NGOs purchase or reimburse your airlines for tickets of non-resident aliens? So I think that's good to look into because
follow the money.
Exactly. Follow the money.
Yep.
Who's paying for this shit, right? Are you now receiving or have you ever received any incentive for reimbursement, including money, credit, or other benefits from federal government in exchange for transport of non-resident aliens? Can you say quid pro quo?
Right,
Okay.
exactly. Before you read that next bullet point, so notice how it says other benefits from the federal government in exchange for. Okay,
Right.
If the federal government is doing it directly, it's illegal. That's why you have these non-GOs.
Yeah.
Or these NGO
And
non-GOs.
And I gotta say,
NGOs.
yeah, and I gotta
Non-GMO.
say, it makes you wonder when they're just frivolously passing these spending bills in Ukraine, and you know,
hell yeah, dude.
is the fine print of these 500-page things the night before they vote on it? Does it maybe say reimburse Delta for transport of migrant? You just never know.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Anyway, third, has the TSA notified you of what forms of identification are acceptable for non-resident aliens to clear airport security and board your flights? If so, what are they? I love this. I love Matt Gaetz. Should be easy to answer, Delta. and it should. I mean, I think it's good that someone saw this within the government speaking for us, that is like, okay, we need you to answer for this because,
okay, so I'm going to throw this out there too. So what did the airlines do during the whole fucking coof pandemic bullshit? They freaked out. They had everybody wear masks. They made everybody do hand sanitizer. You couldn't even pull your mask down for 2 seconds while you took a sip of your beverage without a fucking flight attendant bitching at you about it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And yet now they're just allowing anybody on board from any part of the world without proper ID, God knows what disease or sickness that they're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And and this isn't about being, insensitive to those people, because I do feel for those people living in those conditions where they don't have, medical treatment or the medicines that they need, antibiotics, all those things. But you know what? Like that, to throw them on an airplane, it's a double standard for like these airlines and the CDC and the federal government to just allow shit like that to happen, when all they've done for the past 4 years is sit there and talk about, oh God, now COVID's in the water supply. It's like, Jesus, when are you gonna fucking give it up?
Yeah.
It's such bullshit.
Well, and you're absolutely right when you talk about you don't know what they could be carrying. When everyone freaked out about it. And and here's the thing, there probably is some sort of cover up whenever it's not heavily reported in the mainstream lying media.
Yeah.
That they're over the target. But and when I say they, I mean these people that are posting, because people were posting videos of them in the airport. They're like waiting in the security line and they're like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? And So we don't know. We don't sit here and say like we have all the facts on the situation or what's going on, but like it's pretty obvious what's going on. And you know, I've had times where I've flown and you go through TSA and you know a lot of these TSA agents, they're not very friendly. Some are very friendly, but like, you know, they act like every airport you go to, some have you put your ID in a machine, some grab it from you and look at it, some, you know, and they're like, I remember one I had to put it in the little slot there and
in the reader
camera, and the guy's like, stand up taller, you know, and I'm like,
you're like, excuse me,
get taller unless I go on my toes. But yeah, I'm like, excuse me, you can talk to me like I'm a fucking human being, you know? And so I guess what I'm trying to say is it's really annoying that as a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen that, you know, I go through the motions and I do what's right and I get treated like shit, but yet now we're filling planes full of people and letting them skate by with probably not knowing exactly who they are.
Well, and separate like entrances through TSA.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Yeah, fuck.
So are they bypassing TSA altogether?
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Thank you. Or are they?
Is that clear?
So are they even screening them at all?
I know.
Or
I know, dude.
A special line, or is this a special line where they get their cell phones, their credit cards, their 1 year's worth of free rent, or whatever bullshit it is they're giving him? It's getting out of control. It has been out of control for a while, and the fact that the majority of these border crossings now are all military-aged men.
Yeah, it's weird.
From all kinds of different nationalities, from China, from Africa,
and I fear that, you know, we're all going to find out how lucky we are that we have a Second Amendment in this country, because and those that want to do harm to us, they're going to find out really quick. They're going to fuck around and find out.
Yes, they are. But God forbid you defend yourself with a firearm against an illegal, because then all of a sudden you're a fucking racist.
I know. It's crazy. It just, you know, basically, I guess to finish up the story is we all just have to be more vigilant and keeping our eyes out, because we never know what the entities that are supposed to protect the public are really up to be honest.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So just keep your head on a swivel out there, guys. Just be sure to
guys and gals.
Guys and guys.
I know, guys in general.
Yeah. Jesus. Speaking of pronouns, oh my God. We'll talk about that in a minute. Generazzi Security Theater.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Always.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then I'm going to read a comment real quick regarding this subject. We're just finishing up from Curtis_Aviation Photography. It's deep flying migrants in the middle of the night, early morning movement. We had lots of unknown flights of migrants, and it's been documented, but something in the news will cover it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I said, the news, if they're not reporting it, but like your digital soldiers are, then you know they're over the target and they're trying to hide it.
So it's funny you should mention that in your comment, because I want to show you this really quick. So this is a story.
Can you zoom in? There you go.
Okay. Zoom in on this, eh? Here, now I need to see. Do you have that one, Tony?
Yep. Oh yeah. Keep going.
There it is.
Zoom in on this.
All right.
And you can delete the cookies bar on there too.
The what? Oh, there it is. No, I do not accept. All right. So this is a story from a local news station in the Chicago area, Rockford, Illinois. Plane carrying 355 Texas migrants arrives at Rockford Airport. Rockford is a smaller airport, typically served by regional airlines. Okay. So this happened December 31st, 2023, just 4 days ago. A plane carrying 355 migrants from Texas.
Holy shit, dude.
Arrived at the Chicago Rockford International Airport early Sunday morning. The plane, a Boeing 777, arrived just after 1 a.m. after a 2-hour, 30-minute delay at San Antonio International. I'm sure to pick up more, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure the delay was on purpose.
Yep.
Scroll down a little bit. Is that a photo of it? Or
at least 8 charter buses were seen on the airport tarmac.
Wow.
But see, so in the buses, just what? They just drive away into the night? Where do all these people go?
Yep. So
Wow, it's an Eastern charter. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Better sanitize that aircraft, man.
Jesus, right? So in December, Texas began sending. So here's where it gets political. Texas began sending plane loads of migrants in addition to buses to Chicago and other cities with sanctuary policies for migrants who illegally cross the southern border into the United States as part of Operation Lone Star, which is true. But these midnight charter flights are happening all over the country. And it's not just governors like Greg Abbott or Ron DeSanctimonious. Anyway,
hey, he's been a good governor in Florida, just really bad
governor.
presidential candidate.
I've got some really good advice for Ron DeSantis. You know what it is? Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah, right.
I've got some advice for him too.
Go fuck yourself.
Sorry, that's my favorite button.
Anyway, these governors, yes, they've been doing these flights because hey, these sanctuary cities asked for them, and the federal government's not doing anything to slow down or stop this illegal immigration. And so, but there's flights like this happening all over the place, not just here. Anyway, so these one thing that it said here is tens of thousands of migrants have arrived in Chicago this year after it declared itself a sanctuary city. I like how it says Rockford is not a sanctuary city. So basically what they're doing is they're putting them on the buses and they're just sending them straight to Chicago.
Jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out since since that was just said in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, anything else we need to talk about on that?
No, just like we said, everyone just head on a swivel.
Yep. Make sure you're you're familiar with the Second Amendment and
stop touching my leg, brother.
What? Oh, sorry. I'm not. My hands are right here. Oh, wait, here's my other hand.
Yeah.
Shit. There it is.
There it is.
All right. All right. Here's a little palate cleansing video since we've been so serious for so long. I'm so serious. I'm not going to click on the volume because there's
yeah.
Check this out. So what the crowd sees versus what the pilot sees.
That's nuts, man.
Look at that.
Look how tight the Blue Angels fly.
Jeez.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Oh, I wish I could play the
awesome.
sound.
Yeah, I know.
Just
cool.
imagine
Look how close they are.
Just imagine the song Seven Nation Army from the White Stripes playing during this.
Yeah.
On.
And dude, those are Super Hornets too. Those are big fucking jets, man.
Oh yeah.
We've still yet to see the Blue Angels flying Super Hornets.
I know.
No, we have not.
The last time I think I saw them was that when we went to Arco, Idaho?
Last time I saw them was up at Idaho Falls.
Yeah, I didn't
C's and D's.
So yeah, probably that other one probably was for me, but
that's crazy.
All right.
Well, I've one important thing we need to cover before we end the podcast. So I just want to make sure.
Got a couple more segments coming, but yes, go ahead and cover this, brother.
Yeah. What else did we need to cover? I just want to make sure that we're good to go because we are. What are you guys losing internet again?
We're lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, I want to end it with it. So let's finish what we've got.
End with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we got to do our FAFO.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's hurry and do that.
I believe it's. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Let's see. Is this it right
Hey,
here?
Kyle Ruby chimes in right here. He says, "Can't lie, the Blues and the Supers are more fun to watch than the Thunderbirds."
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We need to catch those Blues and the Supers. That's fun. That's definitely.
Okay, you ready for our next segment?
Do it.
Let's do it.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
So I'm just going to let this video play.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just watch it, and then we can.
And then we can go off on it.
Jesus, then we can go off on it like we normally do. So, all right. Let's see.
And what about when adults employ misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
You said she and then you said he.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building.
Hell fucking yes.
Yeah, yep. Absolutely.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
I'm good. I'll just put this on. And what about when adults employ misgenders you?
You know,
dude, you know,
good for him.
Good, exactly. I'm so tired of who's the condescending one. Well, you just misgendered me. Well, you know what? Fuck you. You know, seriously. How is somebody that doesn't know you know how you think and exactly how you want to go about things? That's the problem with society these days, man. Is people just expect you to just read their mind and you know what? I don't know. I don't buy into all this bullshit. It's
I don't either.
Ridiculous.
I'm curious how this sorry, shook the desk. This
you guys having an earthquake there?
Psychologically ill person is dressed. Is it dressed as? Is it a woman dressed as a man? From what I could hear, it was probably a man dressed as a woman or a man dressed as a man. But you misgendered me.
Well, the great thing here is the gate agent played it exactly how he should have played it.
How you do.
Absolutely.
So I've got two things I want to say. First is what I love about this video is this individual took the video to try to be like, look, he misgendered me, and it completely fucking backfired.
Totally backfired.
Because it hit the internet, and everyone was like saying good for the Delta agent. Yep. And the same thing I want to say goes along that line. Good for dude. Just how he remains so calm, and he's just like, wasn't intentional, but if you want to be offended, that's okay. You can be offended. And then he's basically like, you want to be condescending? Yeah. I can escort you out of here right now, and then you don't get to fucking go where you want to go. Like
3 days before Christmas.
That's how you handle
I don't mind.
Those kind of people.
Yeah, you know what's condescending to me is when you're wearing some spandex yoga pants with nuts the size of a fucking grapefruit with an Adam's apple with lipstick on, telling me I should call you a woman. That's offensive to me. So
I'm sorry.
Fuck that shit.
Sorry, Mom, I got to say this, but a chick with a dick is not a chick. I don't care what your psychiatrist tells you.
But you know what's funny?
Oops, wrong one. Sorry, I was trying to do the thing. Anyway, keep going.
What's funny is if that person that chooses to do that doesn't sit there and tell me I need to do something in order to be in their presence, I'm fine with it. I can have a conversation with them. I don't give a shit.
I don't care either.
It's at that point where you tell me I have to change my life to accommodate you. That's where the line is drawn. Yep. Period.
Exactly.
No,
I could care less if you know what you're doing. I
was just so happy to see how he handled that. You know,
it was great.
The smugness and the individual, excuse me, taking the video. It's like there's someone else talking to him, and the person taking the film, and he's trying to, and he basically says, "You're talking to me, and I'm trying to listen. Oh, you just misgendered me again." And it's just like,
it's like, come on.
He's like, okay, well, wasn't intentional,
and
but
she did twice.
Yeah, and it's like, you know,
oh my God, it's just what is this world?
But to me, I watch shit like that, and it's hard to believe that it's real. Meaning like unbelievable. And you know what? That's the funny thing. We sit here and we talk about a lot of these things that happen, but you know, we've flown a lot and we've traveled a lot. Like I don't ever see anything like that. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is like it doesn't happen very often, which means there's not that many people out there like that.
Yeah, it's such a small part of the population, and I'm tired of everybody just conforming to a couple, you got a
It was
couple
psychosis.
squeaky wheels over here. It's just like people trying to cancel Christmas and shit. It's like,
Yep.
you know what? Most people like Christmas and enjoy it, and
Yeah.
don't fucking ruin it for everybody just because you don't believe in Jesus, or or you hate Christians or whatever it is. Like, it's like we can all do our own shit and get along just fine. Just don't freaking force your one specific ideology or beliefs or whatever. We can all hang out. So what?
Yeah, exactly. And how hard would it have been like, oh, you misgendered me. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional. And then fucking move on. Don't sit there and try to make the problem worse by like, it's like, okay, well, sorry I said he, because my brain is telling me you look like a man.
Not only did the video itself backfire, but I think this person was trying to create something online to see Delta misgenders people and they don't care and blah blah blah, and he was rude to me and this and that. I think he was trying to bait him into something like that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Just didn't work.
Especially the fact that he was filming it, or she. Oh, I don't want to misgender.
Exactly. I don't.
Anyway.
Anyway. All right. So anyway, that's what happens when you're in an airport and you fuck around and find out.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Hey, don't forget the RampCheck Aviation podcast live stream is live every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on YouTube, Instagram Live, Facebook, X/Twitter. Where am I missing?
Anywhere.
Oh, Rumble, of course.
Yeah, Rumble. We are live on Rumble tonight.
Just on Rumble.
Free speech. Woo.
And hell yes, absolutely. So, make sure you join us. If you haven't gone to our YouTube channel, come on over here to YouTube and subscribe, just like our good friend. Who was it that subscribed earlier? It was
Volt?
Claudio.
Claudio Salazar.
Oh, yes. Salazar.
Yes, one of our newest subscribers. So go ahead, subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell, and then share it with your friends and family as well. Before we leave tonight, got a couple more things, but we do have to get to our Instagram stories from accounts we follow. You got that queued up and ready to go, brother?
I do.
All right. Okay. Without further ado.
Okay, here we go. You got the music queued up?
Not only queued up, it's playing, baby.
Let's do this. All right, Cammy Bammy 2, our favorite buff pilot.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
He's been traveling, doing a lot of snowboarding in Utah.
Yeah, her dog's really cute.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Pilot T. Okay, we're going to probably have a lot of like Christmas, holiday, New Year's stuff going on posts here. Finally decided to get an app to track my travels. Well, if anybody needs it, it's you, Jeremy.
That's right.
I swear you're on a fucking airplane every night. It's crazy, dude. You are a crazy traveler. Sean Hampton Art, speaking of that, there you go. The joys of home ownership. What did he say he's replacing? Oh, dishwasher. Oh, how fun.
Wiring.
Okay, now that's crazy ass freaking.
Look at the F-24
Tomcat
Vark.
How it feels seeing military boarding in first flight. Does it have? Ah, dang it! It has music. I would have played it. Let's see. Hell on Wheels. State Capital. All right. Checking to see if you hit my 23 goal of losing weight. Let's see. Yeah, son. I don't know if that's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's try. We'll try to stick to some app geek stuff. Okay, there we go. Japanese F4.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, Windy City Spotter. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna talk about him in a little bit, but yeah, God bless Joe there.
Yes.
Let's see here. Avrider Joe. He's got some cool Tomcat footage there. He posting. Let's see.
American Airlines Hero. Read below. I'll explain later.
Yes, thank you so much.
My supervisor!
Okay.
I'll explain later.
I didn't know Lawrence Fishburne worked for an airline.
I know. Miss America Field features Air Force officer who championed cancer research. There you go. That's cool.
Cool.
Let's see here. Let's go through this. Viper images. Got a Alabama red tail there.
Have a shirt with that.
By the way, that's Sam, but it's not aviation content, so I didn't read it. But anyway, let's see. Raz Larson, F-35 demo team pilot. Let's see here. What do we got here? Is it? Oh, the video has no sound, but it's a cool shot anyway. Let's see here. Let's go to Generazzi here. Hover RAF F-35B. Cool.
Very cool.
What do we got? Some better view than the action other days. Cool. There's another cool shot of an F-35B. Let's see what we got. KC-46. Cool. I actually posted a photo of KC-46. I got from Cheyenne, Wyoming, from the drive-in air show during the middle of the scamdemic.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Jacob, that was a patch design he came out with. Apparently he's selling out of them. Anyway, cool. We got what is that? A mosquito? Bowfighter? I don't know. Some of the World War II ones I get mixed up, especially the
Henkel.
The ones over. It wasn't a Henkel. I know that.
Oh,
that was German. German's a Henkel.
Well,
but anyway, de-ice season. That's right. Boise Spotter. There you go. De-icing UPS 757. Okay, here we go. Her. March 12th, 31, January 3rd, 19. Oh, he died January 3rd.
Wow.
Yep, 2019, 4 years ago. 5 years ago.
Good for him. He didn't have to witness or live through the fucking pandemic.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Well, and what his airline has become.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Cool. F-35B. There you go. Nice. P-8 with the moon. Viper Girl.
It's not one of the amphibious ones, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Not intentionally.
Wasn't intentional.
F-15C. Anyway.
Oh my God.
There you go. Point Magoo Skies. There you go. Patriot Offset. Beautiful B2. Let's see. What do we got?
B2 aerobatics.
World, Alaska, 7.5. All right. A330 Neo right there. Virgin Atlantic.
Very cool.
Gotta love that. Let's see. A couple more. Nice catch. Oh, yeah. Look, KC-135 refueling C5.
C5, yeah.
Very
wow.
Cool.
Look at the difference in size.
Oh, I know, dude. It's like huge.
Wow.
Let's see. Omni Air 777. Golden
Omni
Hour.
still flying? I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. They do a lot of contract work with the government. JetBlue. Oh, yeah. Big Sexy.
I'm gonna miss those.
There you go.
I'm going to miss those.
Beautiful.
I know. Seriously. B2. All right. One more. Pilot Fiona. Misflying, but in feeling advancing. Let's see. I got to read that. Hold on. I got to go back. Advancing thrust reversers and taking that thing into the air. Salt Lake International Airport. Cool.
Thrust levers.
Thrust levers. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All right. Well, that's our segment, brothers.
Beauty.
Awesome. Well, everybody, that, of course, was Instagram stories from accounts we follow. So before we move on to our final segment tonight, we just want to just grab a couple of chats here really quick. So from Maddox Volk, love the podcast, guys. Glad to be new. We're
another new
damn
one.
glad to have
That's
you, my
right.
friend.
Yes. Thank you.
Appreciate you checking in with us tonight. Viper Images. Hey, what's up, guys?
Cool. All right.
Dropping in late. Was it boxing? Oh,
was that boxing? Yeah, he posts photos of him every once in a while. He's, working on that fitness, getting that boxing on.
Are you too young? Have you ever seen the movie Rocky?
Yeah.
And one more from Viper Images. Southwest is effing trash now. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they have their moments, but
Yeah.
Again, it's just like our military. It's just like our country. It's the people in leadership. It's not
Yeah.
most of the people in leadership that are causing this to happen, and it's unfortunate. So,
Mhm.
Anyway, all right. So, Aaron, go for it.
All right. So anyway, I'm gonna put up. I've got. Let's see here. Hold on one second. I had a video queued up. Okay, here it is. So I want to play this video real quick, and then we'll discuss this. Okay. All right. Cool. Here we go.
Okay. One for you? Yes, sir. All right. That is super sweet. There you go. Hell yeah. Hey, these are brand new, right?
Brand new.
That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, RampCheck. Actually, I wish I could sew it on my shirt. Wait a minute, I can buy a shirt.
Hey, we're gonna get some patches made. We're gonna get the PVC patches done with that.
Wicked. Hey, red flag.
That's right.
23-1. Out here with RampCheck Global.
That's right. Hey, what's your Instagram, or how do people follow you?
You can find me at windy_city_spotter. Emphasize on the windy today. I was gonna say, so this is your fault.
Yeah, this is your fault. All this damn wind.
Sorry, guys. Mine is already.spotting.
All right, sweet. It's so great good to see you guys. We'll see tons. Yeah, we'll hang out all day.
Great to see you guys.
Awesome.
Hey, thank you so much. What a pleasure meeting you. Absolutely. Nice meeting you.
You don't need to apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not that crap.
So anyway, that's our good buddy Joe, man. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He was actually just diagnosed with leukemia this past week. So he's been in the hospital. He started chemotherapy just a few days ago. So he had one hell of a New Year's awakening. Dealt a really bad, tough card. Hand of cards that in life, and so he actually does have a GoFundMe, and I wanted to make sure that I put this up there because he's a truck driver, and part of what he does is he takes his camera with him everywhere he drives, and by having leukemia and being treated for it right now, he is absolutely probably a little stressed out that his income isn't going to happen anytime soon, and everybody helping out with the GoFundMe, we can make that stress so kind of go away, so he can just relax, focus on getting better, and of course he loves getting messages. Send him a message through Instagram. I'm actually going to pull up his Instagram really quick.
While you're doing that, I want to point out. So I just went ahead and scanned it, and I'm on his GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Show that there. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So this says support Joey and his fight against leukemia. The goal is $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
There's been 81 donations already, totaling $8,120. So they're really close to their goal already. That just says something about you guys, the aviation, the AVD.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's some friends from the truck driving community in here, family and personal friends as well.
Oh yeah.
So, Aaron, put that link up there one more time, will you?
Yeah. So there is a QR code up on the top left.
Top left. QR code.
I have his Instagram pulled up right now. And that way, go follow him. He does a lot of great work. He's a good dude. If you ever cross paths with him, he's awesome. And I remember the very first time I met him, he's got his big truck. It's got, I don't know if he has a picture of his truck on here, but he's got like shark teeth on it. And he just anyway, there's not one on here right away, but.
I remember the first time I met him. I didn't know you had met him before I had, and
I
had like a 5-minute conversation with him. I remember we got in the truck, and I'm like, man, I love that guy's energy. He's so fun. He's so cool. So Godspeed, Joe. I wish you speedy recovery and everything.
So the first time I met him, and I forget which red flag it was, but it was a couple years ago. I see this truck pulling up, and he just parks in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard, jumps out. He's all RampCheck, dude, I need to get a picture with you. I've been looking all over for you, man. And because we had been conversing, through Instagram, and a lot of these great relationships, these friendships, and and you meet online, through Instagram and the aviation community, and it was just really cool to meet him. And but anyway, his hashtag on there, fight against leukemia. Absolutely. He's got his GoFundMe link on there on his Instagram. But again, we've got the QR codes here. Just help him out. Get, even if you can just give a little bit, every little bit counts. His full, sole focus should be just on getting better and fighting this cancer. So, hey, Joe, love you, man. We wish you well. Get well soon. We can't wait to see you again out spotting and smelling that burnt jet fuel and having the jets send it right over us again. So, yeah, man.
Good luck, Joe.
So anyway, but there you go.
Yeah, Viper Images. Joe, great guy, trying to get some time to head to Chicago and go see him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
He's
sure he would love that.
And
also Viper Images. OMG, I can see Joe doing that, stopping right on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of spotters that were like, "Move your fucking truck! I can't see the runway." It was so funny
when you saw, even with that video, like just anyone that says it is just cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Also, Viper Images. What days y'all planning on hitting RF red flag? We don't know yet.
We don't know because the dates and nothing has been confirmed. And the latest update is it starts on the 15th of January and then goes for 2 weeks. That's obviously not normal how it usually is. Usually it's the last week of January and then into February. And so I don't know.
Stay tuned. As we get closer.
Kind of a game time decision, I think, on this one.
That's what it's definitely going to be. We will let you know for sure. All right, everybody. Thanks again for watching the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream. Don't forget, join us every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, to check out, what we're talking about, what we're going to rant about, bitch about. Join us, all that fun stuff. YouTube, Instagram Live, Facebook, X/Twitter, Rumble. And if you missed the live stream itself, you can always catch the actual full version of that. When you're on there. So make sure you do that. Also, don't forget about the Ramp Swag store, Aaron.
Yeah, these are new. These are the nobody kicks ass without tanker gas.
Oh, nice.
And it's got here's the KC-46, which is cool.
Which you posted today on Instagram.
Yeah, that's right. And then of course we've got the KC-10 and then KC-135, but there's your KC-10 extender. And then I already pulled up the 135, but anyway, so they're available in t-shirts and hoodies right now, both front print and back print. So cool. whatever your preference is,
not your pronoun, your preference.
Yeah, whatever your preference, whether you like the graphic on the back or the front. Anyway, there you go. Sweet. And then of course all the other items, got some kick-ass hats and noise complaint department. Yeah, those are still up there. But but anyway.
Love it.
So anyway, just wanted to show everybody that.
Cool. www.rampcheckglobal.com. That'll take you to our Ramp Swag store. Also send you gifts or send links to hear and watch the podcast and squirrel.
Whatever Tony's saying. But anyway.
Generosity needs some red flag, by the way.
Yeah. And he's like, when is red flag dates got all secret? Fucking annoying. Exactly. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
That was Tony just a second ago. I was just a little late.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So that wraps up another edition of the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream. Don't forget, before you head out, scan that QR code right now to send Joe a little bit of love. Let's help him all get through this battle together. So anyway, we will see you next week. Until next week, I'm Tony.
I'm Aaron.
Prayers to you, Joe. I'm Ryan. Peace out.